Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sufrin Hannan from Postgraduate School of Pakuan University. Thank you for the opportunity for me to present my paper at the Asian Education Symposium with the title Extending the Technology Acceptance Model to Understand Learning Management Systems Adoption by Students in an Era of COVID-19 in Indonesia Higher Education Institution. Technological development have been widely applied in the field of education. How to manage educational activities using computer technology, for example, in known as e-learning, so that it became easier to convey education to learners. The media to facilitate e-learning, which is very popularly in higher education institution, is learning management system. Some of the common LMS platforms currently applied the most educational institutions are Moodle, Edmodo, Google Classroom, and the characteristic and functionality of this platform have been rapidly growing to adapt the needs of the 21st century classroom. The existence of the coronavirus pandemic has triggered global education tremendously. The integration of learning method in higher education has reached a new dimension following the COVID-19 pandemic. Higher education institutions in Indonesia have used to develop their infrastructure for pedagogical purposes. This indicates that issue of the use of LMS technology and the investigation of factors to increase the effectiveness of the use of LMS needs to be carried out. This study aims to empirically investigate the factors that influence the students' use of LMS in higher education institutions. The author proposed a theoretical framework by extending the TAM model and adapting 5 external variables. An application for managing documents, reports, materials, and online learning contents is the scope of learning management system. Benefit of using LMS is to distribute learning content easily and facilitate collaboration and communication between lecturers and students synchronously or asynchronously, provides accurate and fast feedback for students. The strength is to integrate other applications to facilitate assessment, management, and teaching and learning. Learning management systems are platforms that offer a variety of integrated tools for delivering and managing online instruction. With a LMS, an instructor can create online course content and subsequently manage that course to enhance critical thinking abilities and promote collaboration among university students. LMS offer many tools such as online group chat, discussion, thread, video conferencing, lecture materials, learning modules, grading, and course evaluation, all of which may be customized to suit specific instructional needs. The utilization of LMS to aid in educational initiatives has become widespread among colleges and universities over the years. Higher education institutions use them to supplement face-to-face learning sessions, as well as support blended instruction and distance learning. Their significant contribution to instructional delivery, notwithstanding financial investment and technical demands, are critical factors in the selection of the popular. This is the figure one is about technology acceptance model by Davis at 1989. We can see the external variables influence the perceived usefulness and perceived easy of use. So perceived usefulness and perceived easy of use influence the attitude toward using, and the attitude toward using is influence the behavioral intention, and the final is influence actual system use. Investigating technology acceptance help determine the purpose of teachers' technology use of the many theories and models that attempt to describe how users accept and adopt a given technology. One of the most prominent in the technology acceptance models introduced by Davis, the TAM has been implemented in different domains of information technology and information system. The technology acceptance model has been basis for most research on technology acceptance. It was developed based on the theory of reason actions, and TM is a theory developed initially for an information system that explains use perception and acceptance towards a technology. This model factors five constructs a means of explaining behavioral intention and actual use of technology. These factors are namely perceived easy of use, perceived usefulness, attitude toward use, and behavior intention to use, also actual use. According to this model, PU and PAOU are described to directly influence A and BA. External variable include subjective norm, job relevance, output quality, and result demonstrability, among others. As a lens of this study, it is argued that even though in the era of COVID-19, the use of technology such as the LMS for teaching and learning has become mandatory. Its adoption by the student depends greatly on perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use, which would inform to determine the attitude toward using LMS. This is the figure 2. This is about the framework extending technology acceptance model, or TAM. We use the external variable like subjective norm, computer experience, computer self-efficacy, perceived enjoyment, and computer anxiety. The theoretical framework proposed that perceived usefulness is the magnitude user understand that through using a certain information technology component, their job performance will be greatly improved. Technology that is high in PU is one that is believed to have a positive effect by user in terms of performance. Research has shown PU influence perception on technology and individual interest in willingness to use technology. Perceived is easy of use. Perceived easy of use means the capability of an individual to use technology without much assistance. Davis defined it as the extent a person to confident to use technology with minimum effort. A technology that is not complex and difficult to understand would increase the rate at which users adopt. How about the external factors affecting POU and PU of technology? We can define the first is subjective norm. It is the existence that person perceive that other individuals that are more superior to them think about whether to use or not to use the system. In education, subjective norm is the degree to pressure from the society to use technology in the learning context is perceived by students. Studies carry out the effect of subjective norm so that the influence has the potential to affect the behavior of individuals in utilizing technology. Computer experience. Computer experience explains the confidence level for one to operate a computer and or related programs. Users with experience in using technology-related gadgets have a positive feeling toward the usage of online learning system and experience less challenge with using the system like that. Computer self-efficacy. Perceived self-efficacy signifies the ability of the student to utilize available resources to achieve what is needed. In education, self-efficacy of their capability to learn through using a learning system. Perceived enjoyment. Perceived enjoyment is an inherent drive that outlines the degree to which joy can be derived from utilizing a system. It refers to the level whereby making use of a system is seemingly pleasing regardless of the performance result from using the system. Computer anxiety. Computer anxiety is the user sinus and individual experience when utilizing the computer. Venkatesh et al. Refer to CA or computer anxiety as evoking anxious or emotional reasons, which comes to performing a behavior. The conclusion is currently the use of LMS in education has become a necessity because education is no longer run face-to-face between lecturer and learner. In this regard, in line with technological developments, all learning process become very easy. E-learning is a learning method that is known to be able to improve the effective learning process, especially during COVID-19 outbreak. However, the adoption of the technology needs to get attention, especially regarding what factors affect the adoption of LMS among students in higher education in Indonesia. The result of the literature study related to the technology acceptance for LMS using TAM, there is various external variable factors influence on the perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use of technology. PU and PEOU can influence institute toward using of technology, which will affect behavioral intention and ultimately affect the actual system use. This model can apply further to see the adoption of LMS among students in higher education in Indonesia. Okay, thank you very much.